This is the Animal Study Division, and today we ask why humans stare at a glowing rectangle all day. If you've ever seen a human, you'll recognize this scenario. It is 11 p.m. The human said, 5 more minutes, 3 hours ago. Its face is lit blue, its jaw is slack, and it has not blinked in a deeply concerning amount of time. You bark, it does not look up. You bring it your favorite toy. Drops it right on the keyboard. Nothing. This happens every single day, in nearly every den on the planet. So what is going on? Why does the most dominant species on Earth spend up to 7 hours a day staring at a glowing slab? The answer isn't simple, it's a whole system, stacked layer on layer. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your human the same way. Let's clear something up. Humans do sometimes stop looking at the rectangle, rarely, briefly, usually to look at a smaller rectangle instead. In the wild, no other species has been observed staring at one fixed point for a third of its waking life. Not the cat, not the pigeon, just them. The first mechanism, the reward puddle. Every so often, the rectangle makes a small sound and something fires in the human's brain called dopamine, the same chemical that fires in my brain when I hear the treat bag. The difference is I get an actual treat. The human just gets another rectangle. Then there's speed. Human attention moves through content the way food moves through a puppy, fast without much consideration for consequences. 14 seconds of bread, 7 seconds of a man falling off a roof, 31 seconds of a stranger's cat, all in under a minute. Somehow the human walks away feeling like time passed normally. It has not. This is a known malfunction. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. The couch posture. Shoulders forward, neck bent at an angle that would send any of us to a specialist. Legs folded underneath itself like a badly parked car. This is a sacrifice position, and they hold it for hours. The deepest layer, pack signal confusion. Humans are pack animals, same as us. They need to know what the rest of the pack is doing. Instead of sniffing a tree, their pack updates come through the rectangle. Hundreds of humans, all announcing what they ate and what they think. The human brain wasn't built to track a pack that large. Yeah, we track maybe 6 or 7 others max. They're trying to track thousands. So why can't they just stop? For most of human history, there was no rectangle. There was fire, conversation, and staring at us instead. Humans solve boredom the way they solve everything. They built a machine to do it for them. That trait also gave them neck problems and a mysterious inability to make eye contact with their own dog for extended periods. So the next time your human is lying face down on the couch, thumb moving, eyes glaze, remember what's actually happening. It's not one glitch. It's 5 glitches stacked on top of each other, refined over exactly one generation of raising the volume on everything. Humans aren't broken. They're just not adapted to this yet. And that rectangle they're drooling on, genuinely, they tell you it's just for a second. But it's not just habit, it's compulsion. Even when the rectangle stays silent, the human checks it anyway, just in case. This is called phantom vibration. The human feels a buzz that was never there and reaches for the rectangle out of pure reflex. We do something similar. A squirrel buries a nut and checks on it obsessively, digging it up just to make sure it's still there. Same anxious loop, different snack. Except the squirrel's nut doesn't change. The rectangle does. Every time the human checks, there's something new. That unpredictability is the whole trick. It's called a variable reward. Same system that makes a slot machine addictive. The human isn't checking for something specific. It's checking because it might be something good. Over time, this wears the system down. What used to satisfy, one video, one scroll, no longer satisfies. The human needs more just to feel normal. We call this tolerance. Give a dog the same treat every day, and eventually it's just a treat. Humans built an entire industry chasing that same fading spark. Then there's the timing. The worst timing. Right before bed, the human picks up the rectangle one more time. The screen emits blue light, which tells the brain it is still daytime. The brain, understandably, believes it. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, gets delayed. So does sleep. The human lies awake another 40 minutes, scrolling, wondering why it can't sleep. This isn't just a solo behavior either. Watch a group of humans at a restaurant table sometime. physically together, mentally somewhere else entirely. A silent pack, sitting in the same den, scattered across 1,000 different dens online. Compare that to us. When dogs gather, there is sniffing, there is eye contact. There is, frankly, a lot of very direct communication happening at all times. There's also no natural stopping point with a rectangle. A bone has an end, you finish it, you're done. The rectangle just keeps going. This is called infinite scroll, and it was built on purpose. There is no bottom of the feed to reach. That was the whole design. Take my neighbor's human, Gary, for example. Found him on the couch at 2 a.m., phone still in hand, thumb still twitching mid-swipe, fully asleep. He woke up the next morning with a sore neck, no memory of the last 2 hours, and no idea how he ended up watching 17 videos about bread. This is, by every measure, a strange way to spend a life. And yet here we are, every single day, watching them do it. So no, humans aren't broken. They just built a machine that understands their oldest instincts better than they do. The reward puddle, the couch posture, the pack signal, the tolerance climb, the infinite scroll. 5 layers working together all at once, every single day. And somewhere in a den near you, right now, a human is reaching for the rectangle one more time, telling itself it's just for a second. It is never just a second. This has been Dogumentaries. I'm your host, and unlike the humans, I actually watched the whole thing happen. If you enjoyed this episode, tell your human to subscribe. They won't remember doing it, but that's kind of the whole point of this video. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and maybe put the rectangle down for 5 minutes.